Kopano Interrogations 2015 Part 1. Tonight we have 10 candidates who are running for Housecom, Kopano Housecom 2015-2016. Tomorrow night we'll have another 13 candidates. And I'd first like to welcome our assistant warden as he walks in at the back. I'd also like to welcome alumni, Steve Kanya in front of me, CKG, Offense, Danielle, also Leroy at the back, and many other alumni that I still have to meet. Basa as well, we welcome you guys. Thanks a lot for making it. I'd also like to welcome everyone, particularly other people who are not from Kopano. Welcome, and welcome to Kopano Interrogations and what interrogations are really about. So, how things are going to go tonight is that the speakers on the left and the right of me will be given 2.5 minutes to speak and convince us why they should be elected on Housecom. And then, because we know that people will disrupt and ask how and clap and love, we will then give them 10-second grace. After that, bombs will, whoever's controlling sound will cut off the mic. So after that, we'll take the first round of questions, and everyone will first get their first question before they get their second question. So all these 10 guys need to get a question before they get their second question. I'll remind you of this after they do their speeches, and so we'll see how many rounds we can get in before 10, or just after 10 and we start late. We've also got a projector, we'll be projecting their manifestos and posters as time goes by. So I'll hand over to the first speaker.
Firstly, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Amir Patel. I have no intentions of lying to you or attempting to deceive anyone sitting here tonight. In high school, I was not given the opportunity to hold any major leadership position, but in life, I believe that you live, you learn. Through my living and learning here at Kopano, I've earned the belief of others and those in authority in me, and I'm currently the only first-year student on the DC faculty for Kopano residents in 2015. I've developed a fondness for and devotion towards this place I now call home. I designed to run the branding and marketing position for Balsam, which derives from my deep passions for photography, image manipulations, Photoshop, and social media at large. I believe that social media is a tool for empowerment and can help Kopano reach even greater heights if utilized effectively. Promotion through the extensive use of social media, which is of immense vitality, is something we are here to benefit from. Simplicity is the ultimate form of sophistication, and so have we activated Kopano accounts on popular social media, such as Twitter and Instagram, which many of us are part of today, will be the first step towards reaching out to tens of thousands of people throughout Mzansi. I intend utilizing my skills in photography and image manipulation to reach out to more, via more recent sites, such as Tumblr and Visco, to not only give insights into Kopano life and happenings, but to set aside conventional residence advertisements by creating more distinctive and imposing banners that will reinforce our image as the kings of love. I believe that collaboration amongst fellow Kopano men is essential in furthering chemistry and developing bonds amongst us, and by creating enticements to involve more Kopano men where personal skills and talents can be displayed in moment capturing, persuasive skills, and promotional campaigns This idea can be put in place effectively. We're all in the same picture, but we all have different poses. And although I may not be the most gifted athlete to academic out there, I believe that branding and marketing will brought me the opportunity to utilize my skills and passion into not benefiting merely the residents of a group of people, but a family of households. Thank you. My name is and I am running to be at the House Club in 2016. As can be seen in my manifesto, I plan to remain consistent but allow transformation. This year's House Club have done a great job. It would only make sense then for next year's House Club to continue where they left off. That's where consistency comes in. A new House Club doesn't mean we should stop paying attention to the details. But we should also remember the bigger picture, which is precisely what I plan on doing. With the structural development portfolio, I plan to observe Kopano facilities and see what can be improved upon. Okay. Before you guys start shouting, I will tell you the what and the how. My main aim is to improve the Verge as a facility to increase its usage. This can be done through major architectural restructuring or interior redesign. The budget, as well as the house, will decide how far we go. This is the transformation part. Structural development is more than just the Verge, however. It encompasses all Kopano facilities, including the study and boardrooms. My objective is to increase the multifunctionality of these spaces, with emphasis as academic areas, as well as the room for a variety of events. They should be places where folks can not only chill, watch sports, and have meetings, but also get some work done during the week. My objective, thus, is to improve Kopano from the inside out. I have also planned on taking on the brand and marketing portfolio. However, I believe structural development should be a standalone portfolio. To ensure actual improvement of spaces like the Verge. I do have plans for the marketing portfolio, which I will communicate with the coordinator, including an increased online presence through Facebook, Twitter, and an Instagram page, and better advertising of internal and external events through Bula and or social media.
And I wanted to be Kopano's academic rep for the year 2016. When I first arrived here at Kopano at the start of the year, I was amazed at how quickly and easily I fit in with all the other freshers. I remember walking into Baxter for the freshers' bride, and thanks to the handiwork of Lucy, Ritz, and a few other second years, I stood in the queue waiting for my food with a mixture of beer, flour, and eggs stuck in my hair. Then a group of guys who I could tell were first years because of the eggs still stuck on their clothes came up and started talking to me, like really talking to me. I remember it all so clearly. That day, more than just friendships were formed, a brotherhood was formed. And that to me is what Kopano is, a brotherhood, a place where brothers live united. I chose to run for academic rep, but I also want to promote not only academic excellence, but also to encourage students to live the ethos of a balanced lifestyle and to promote brotherhood among spokespeople. I want to serve this great residence and its occupants, my brothers. Kopano is not only known for being the best residence, but for producing the finest men. Vote for me, Kudumuneta, for 2016 House Party, and together we can serve this great house, this brother, Kopano.
Brothers first, always. Now, at the beginning of the year, I had a slightly different encounter to Kuda. I came here with lots of dreams and aspirations, and very quickly, test one sorted all those out. Suddenly, I felt alone. I felt like I had no purpose. I even contemplated going home. And I vowed then and there that no corpsman should ever feel the way that I did sitting in my room that one lonely night. And I realized then and there that it was the culture of Kopano that was going to get me through this rough time. And so with this in mind, I'd like to outline what I aim to achieve in 2016. One, I aim at streamlining the tutoring system within Kopano. This would include more workshops to allow for a less intimidating environment to work. It means that tutors will now be working with each other as opposed to against each other. Secondly, I'd like to improve the IT lab and get that up and running. I would like to continue the work of previous house comps of vowing that a corpsman should never have to leave Kopano to find a place to stay. And thirdly, I'd like to organize more academic events. This can include quizzes on sports and also general knowledge, as well as other public speaking events such as forums and debating. But in my short time at Kopano, I've learned a few quick things. I've realized that Kopano is not just a home away from home. It is home. I've realized that Kopano is not just a race, it's a family. And just like any family, we nurture and care for each other, growing from strength to strength, until eventually we are standing as kings of Lower Campus. And it is because of this fundamental brotherhood, that we are standing here today, and we are one of the best reps, or the best reps, that UCT has to offer, that Africa has to offer.
Have you been to the party hall? Have you seen the white tables? Have you seen the men's tables? The Zulu tables? The homosexual tables? The toddler tables? 2015 looked at it go down in the history books for its milestone of reaching the transformation category. We've seen the fall of UCT out of the UCT organization, the legalization of gay marriage in the United States. But what has happened in the day-to-day context of transformation has Rose really wanted. Are we really united? Kopano residence is quite gifted to have all the races, all the sexualities and classes living amongst our so you find diversity seeks to promote a culture in which we have all classes, sexualities living together as a brotherhood, and we share the same blood, the same love. In Kopano, I seek to promote a culture in which everyone in the house lives Kopano with the unity. Unity doesn't take them, implements in the workplace, and in society as a whole. eliminating the struggles, the barriers that are caused by society amongst us. Let us lead the way, as we have in other areas in this university for other residencies, but only doing that in social integration. So that at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, we know that, without not getting into us from the history of the residents, I hope to see a Kopano that is unified, diversity in this house unified. A Kopano that is like a chessboard. Black and white coexist, where they coexist, and then it's like a chessboard where I want to see a Kopano that's like a chessboard, where keys, black and white coexist like keys, where keys reside. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, the elected leader was going to be popular, or the elected leader will initiate hope, vision, and direction. But I'm Villa Chan and I'm running for MC in 2016. Thank you.
My name is running for academic portfolio. Now I'd like to start here. In 2015, we have done indeed a great job paying attention to detail, but for 2016 onwards, I'm saying, let's establish the norms and go beyond. Now these are the ways which condense or simplify my vision for the house academics. Now someone else may choose to use the ways let us rejuvenate, let us restore into originality, let us revitalize. Someone may choose to say, let us reposition or say, or else which all explain the refurbishment into initial norms and standards. Now it has always been the tendency of kings to re-establish themselves time after time. But the question is, do they have the man who is willing to support and vehicle the vision forward? Hence I say to you, allow me to be your function. The most important thing, there is tutoring and academic support. Now, academics should be the primary agenda of any student who happens to find themselves at the University of Cape Town. In this respect, academic support is the most important and crucial aspect of any environment, in this case, Kopano. Tutoring is the major way in which this can be instrumented. And as a man who vows to serve you, I vow to do the following. Firstly, there is tutor incentives just to encourage tutors, where exclusive additional accounts will be negotiated for tutors in most of Kopano's functions and events. Secondly, the implementation of the sign-up system, which has been talked about in 2015 but has never been executed. Now, this is where weekly sign-up sheets will be available where tutors will make appointments to see their tutors. This is firstly organized. It allows tutors to take initiative. It brings convenience back on both tutors and the tutors' side.
on the fact that it's just wrong. Coming into Kopano as a confused fresher with a shy persona was one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do. And I'm sure many of you can relate to this. And I will admit that it took me a while to settle in, but when I did, I realized that I had to get out of my comfort zone and break out my shell. And applying for Housecom 2016 is one of my steps in doing so. I've always been one who strived for personal development in my journey towards self-actualization. And after chatting with one of the Housecom members last night, I was 100% sure that this was what I wanted to do. But that's enough about me and how I'll benefit. I'd like to tell you why you should vote for me and what I've got to bring to the table. First things first, I have a clear interest in the post. I'm currently studying a Bachelor of Business Science and Finance with Accounting. And it is one area of business that has always intrigued me. Consequently, I've held many administrative positions in clubs and societies in high school, as well as run the financial side of many charity fundraising projects. And in my opinion, these credentials speak for themselves. The personal characteristics that match me to the trader's job description include the fact that I'm objective-oriented. This will help me in completing tasks and things of the like. And this will help me to do it timely, as deadlines act as motivators. I'd also like to believe that I'm an honest person, considering the fact that I still have battle scars from the time that I told my mom that I drank.
Sisters and guests, my name is Ron Brandt, and I stand for Ron Brandt and Marketing. Why, you may ask? Firstly, Brandt, it's in my name. Secondly, though, I am proud and passionate about our house. I feel the need to expand on this passion and to make our house look even better than it already does. And I will do this by getting new plates and marketing. Now, firstly, I'd like to design and establish an official Kopano logo. We have our badge, but we don't actually have a defined logo. In Kopano, there are acres of talent, so the Kopsman can simply design that. I'd also like to implement a special latecomer program to integrate our brothers who have missed a week or could not attend the activities they're in. This will ensure that every single one of us will have the opportunity to be integrated into our family. The reason why I say our family is because Kopano holds a special place in my heart. The reason that everyone is here tonight is to ensure that the best residents in Africa has the correct people in leadership positions. Now, the alumni that are here tonight once saw Kopano as their house. My fellow Kopsman here tonight still see Kopano as our house. But we share something. We have one thing in common. And that is that Kopano is our home. And our home needs to be organized correctly. Thus, why am I running for House School? I'm running for you. I'm running for my brothers. I'm running because I am proud of our house. Now, you should vote for me because I represent a person that gives my all to Kopano. I'm an honest person with unquestionable morals. But more importantly, I'm a proud member of the Kopano family. Our family. And I end my speech with something that may seem a bit archaic and outdated. But all I have to say is, Nelson! 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 Thank you.
I believe in the power of sports because I've experienced it firsthand. Sports allowed me the opportunity to become who I am today and have the friends I have today. Sports has the power to uplift and unite us as a brotherhood. And sports does not discriminate. It provides us a common ground in which we all can meet. It gives us a chance to forget our problems for even just a few minutes. Just relax with friends. A chance to forget the everyday burden of the workload UCD gives us, even just for a few minutes. I want us to unite around our brothers on the field. To be there and show them that we are united. Because I believe it is through sport that we can come together and be one. And show that we are a true brotherhood. Do you believe?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tato Silvano Digeta, and I have been deemed lucky enough to be able to proudly label myself a corpsman. They say there's a thin line between stupidity and bravery, and I believe that if you want to run for a student, you better have the confidence in yourself, otherwise no one will have confidence in you. I stand before you today in unparalleled eagerness to put commit in House Committee. I look at Gopsman and I see such a wide diversity of guys, something that should be a formidable strength, but alas, it is proving to be a weakness. There is a cultural divide among us, Gopsman, that I intend to bridge through cultural awareness. There's a saying in Sesotho that goes, "Ha'ayo mak, apitan au akopano." There is no strength. Let us unite. I am using a corps that is not only a forerunner in academics and the turnout in general, but a corps that is a pioneer in the bid for a more united UCT. Lucky are we to have had so devoted to our squad as UC's team, and I firmly believe that they have set the bar. Ladies and gentlemen, I intend to raise that bar. The housing department, please just let me go to Kopano. I intend to plead for this grace, everything that I have. And if they refuse to see the light, I'll make them feel the heat. Nobody studies harder than us, so I
whom I started as connecting the dots, the importance of small things. I believe in small things. I believe that small things have power, as all of you have seen through my campaign. I believe in the power and effect of small things, like the effect of my small poster on the scanner. When everyone was going big, I decided to go small. Like the effect of the small poster on the milk cards of all Kopano men. Now I'm not promising you guys massive things to Kopano 2016, but I'm promising to bring small things with effect and noticeable change. As I've mentioned on my manifesto, that I plan to make Kopano social media platforms more active. What I meant by that is our Instagram account has been active for 44 weeks. We are following 480 people. We have 276 followers, but we only have like one post. And the sad thing about it is that the last post was made 10 weeks ago. And this was the old picture taken during all week. And the other small change I plan to bring on our social medias is changing the Facebook page, changing the Facebook Kopano friend to a Kopano page. Because if it's a Kopano page, you're only limiting the accounts to only have 5,000 people as friends. And on my manifesto, I also said I plan to create more awareness for Kopano sports teams. What I mean by that is our basketball team, the last time it was posted about them was on 3 May. And our rugby team, the last time it was posted was on 2nd May. The other thing that I plan to change in Kopano is the Kopano website address. I visited the Kopano website address, and then on the first page, I went down below to update, and I saw it was still saying All Meet 2014. The other thing I plan
Can we please give the candidates another round of applause? It takes so long to stand in front of a crowd and convince them why you should be on House of 2016. But it will take a lot to answer the question, to answer the why, the how, the what, and the when. So how we will do this is that we'll take 3 rounds of questions at a time. Matthew has got the floating mic, and if you've got a question, just please move to the aisle so that the mic can get you quickly. So if you've got a question, right on the middle, to either of the heads. So can I please just get a few hands? Fernandez, Tapua, okay, you just okay.
When I know the chessboard metaphor, so in the chessboard as we all know, the black and white existing equally, and then we all know in chess, there's a player, that's a king. So we are the kings of our tables, the kings of UCT. So if we would exist as in the chessboard, black and white, and not the division that exists in the house today. Thank you.
I just want to ask the guys running for head student and maybe transformation. I didn't hear any transformation, but anyway. I want to ask for your personal opinion on the Road to Sport movement. But I think as a resident that prides itself in being the best residents on campus, as the head student, you have to link what happens outside the confines of this residence to what happens on campus. And I think for the past 3 years, I've always heard this talk about the divisions that exist within the residence, especially during dining hall meals. So my question is basically, you know, if you're running as head student and I think a leader without a vision usually ends up becoming a quitter. So I want to ask, what type of strategies do you have to foster that unity you're talking about? Thank you.
Okay, so for running that, we cannot overlook the fact that South Africa is a democracy and that the people are entitled to their own opinion on everything. And I know for a fact that there's a mixed opinion. There are people that think the roads deserve to fall, and there are those that don't think so. So I believe that we must foster a spirit of tolerance and to understand that people must not be judged solely on their opinions of such things, but you should not judge a person for necessarily what they think or what they are, but for who they are.
What strategies do you have to foster the type of unity you're talking about? Thank you.
If we talk unity, you must be consistent in unity. So my plans is firstly the academic dinner. I have plans to change the academic dinner to a Kopano Excellence Night. Excellence Night will celebrate academic excellence, athletic excellence, and we're looking at the other members of the house who have made special efforts towards the whole house. So in that way we can say we're not only looking for unity when it comes to black and white, we're looking for unity when it comes to those who excel in sports, those who excel academically. We're overlooking the fact that we're here for academic unity. But also plan that during the whole week we have compulsory events that as you know that whole week is orientation for a person's university life and business life. So if we have events during the week that are compulsory, that promotes
Kopano's motto is important motto. Kopano's motto is important motto. It's a motto, sort of like a tradition to us. Like we believe in that, I believe Buddha believe in the same motto. As I was saying, the motto is something that we believe in Kopano, strength through unity, unity through pride. It has been here for years, maybe from 1945, yeah, all the way. So now, what happens is, in all week, I was working with two house members. Now, we're all in that vibe where you see a first year, you ask him, hey, Cops, can I ask it? And he's like, I'm cool. Like, what's our motto? And the first year is like, strength through unity through pride, all that vibe. Everything is chill. Now, we, just by reception, buzzing ourselves out, going to beach day. Now, we come across this gentleman over there, who claims to be a proud Copsman. So this gentleman, I'm like, hey, Copsman, how's it? Like, wait. And when we asked him, what is Kopano's motto? Ladies and gentlemen, excuse my language. He answers, what the fuck is Kopano's motto and who gives a shit about it? No.
In Kopano. I started off at Clarinet. I got here at the end of whole week when they had already been teaching other. When the Kopano council had already been taught. And ladies and gentlemen, it's not my fault that this year's house club did not endeavor to make sure that
house committee is one field where you have to understand the importance of teamwork. And my question goes to the last man, Wayne, right? You have indicated to us that you like to be unique, which is very important, and then when everyone was being big, you went small. So how do we trust that you sustain in this process of building house community if you just want to be unique in your own ways? How? One more important thing of being an outcome is your ability to pay attention. I'm sorry, but we just want the right people in the right position. My question to you was, how do you plan to sustain in the process of house committee if all you care about is you being unique to the rest of the people? Because house committee is one process, it's one thing where you will learn to be in a team, you will learn to work with a team, and being part of a team means that we go with one thing. So how do you plan to sustain? How do you plan to be part of house committee when it comes to that regard?
I think the problem with this was when the fact that my promotion or my marketing was a bit different from all the other guys. As I said in my speech, that they decided to go big and I decided to go small with effect. So on the point of how I plan to sustain is as a team, no one was able to notice the fact that the old week in 2014 hasn't been updated to old week 2015. And in terms of the gallery on our Kopano page, I feel like we took the picture as a Kopano house this year, but it wasn't uploaded. Soccer teams took a picture and sports teams took a picture, but they were not uploaded on the gallery. So I tried to take note of those small things that people will miss and just get them out and like tell them about those small tiny things that they miss. My question to you is it intellectually sound to be running to represent this esteemed residence at an academic level when you are guilty of copyright infringement? By law, you are supposed to have permission from USA Networks or the director of for this. So how are you going to represent this academically when you can't even tell your own students?
That's the reason I'm not running for marketing. 2. I'm pretty sure if you had to go down to every single poster in Kopano, you'd probably find some form of copyright infringement. Right?
Alright, okay, Housecom 2012. My question for those candidates either running for orientation or transformation, put your hands up. Anyone running for orientation or transformation? Okay, there's one there. Okay, then one question, the man in the red shirt, or the red tie. Your entire sort of campaign / proposals predicated on the difference between a slogan and the logo. Can you please elaborate on what this thing? I haven't agreed with that.
Okay, so I did my research on Kopano. What I found was that we have a badge or crest. That's the Kopano logo that everyone knows, the beautiful crest shape with the blue stripe in the middle and the sword. That is a badge or crest, but we don't actually have a logo that defines us. For example, if you look at the jerseys we have, the hoodies that say that Kopano established in 1945, that was designed by Mitch, a member of Kopano, a member of the Housecom, as a matter of fact. And I would like to do something like that, make that our defined logo. So we don't just have a badge defining us, but an actual logo. So we can expand and mark out.
I just want to understand what structural development is, and then I want you to make me understand how you are going to advance the image of cops. Like you said in the manifesto.
Thank you for your question. I do understand that there is a bit of a misunderstanding with this portfolio of structural development. Now, structural development isn't particularly a new portfolio, but it is a different portfolio started by our current head student, Usipile. And instead of just being the Verge as it was formerly known, it now encompasses the other Kopano facilities, the Verge, the study room, the boardroom, okay? Now this is perfectly legal, I did my homework. According to the Kopano Constitution, section 3.3.18,
Does anyone have a question for these 5 guys? If you do, alright, please just come to the aisle.
My name is Eddie Dos Santos, part of the Housecom 2012. So we're trying to get my question is for any of the candidates. I want to put in a scenario to you. So, being part of the Housecom, you have to come up with the OE plan, right? So, my scenario to you is this: you guys have come up with an event that you want to have, and student housing has flat out said that you cannot have that event. Alright? How would you deal with that? And then I have a follow-up for whatever the answer is.
Does anyone want to answer the question? Someone needs to take this question. Okay.
the solution to this would be to come up with something else that is
It's unfortunate that you can't see his main poster that has his slogan, and his slogan goes as follows: let's set academic trends and still nay best. Okay. Now, I'm not even gonna, as the academic rep, I'm not even gonna go in the grammar of that because I don't know if you know, but hey, okay. Anyway, I want you to show me what this naming best thing is.
When we are talking about the academic portfolio, it says it's academic and student development. Now, when we speak student development, we speak about growing a person into full holisticity. And that part of that is academics. Can I explain? Part of that is academics. It's academics and gaming. And gaming, part of it is fun. So the part which says and learning is the part which encompasses the part which of the fun element of students development.
If you are placed in a situation where you need to go and ask for permission once you were already denied this permission to be able to host an event or do something new that hasn't been done for the house. None of you guys actually came up to present a scenario in which you're going to be able to evade student housing. How then are the students within this race able to trust you with their votes when they can see that you guys are not even willing to come up with new ideas from the get-go?
That will have massive repercussions for us overall. They are overall as well.
Alright. Question.
This next question is for Buddha. My first question is, have you spoken to the current academic rep about the portfolio running for? And secondly, I want to know if you know what the RATC stands for and how much is allocated towards this fund.
like a few tips about the portfolio. And Chris says he's leaving handover documents so that the next academic rep will be able to carry on where he left off. I'm not entirely sure what the RADC is.
Does anyone have a question for him?
Since there are a few guys, actually quite a numerous amount of guys that are running for your specific portfolio, I'm pretty sure everybody here wants to know what actually separates you from them.
Alright, so I did like the job description for branding and marketing. Like basically it involves posters, social media, and a lot of that involves I think like photography and like image manipulation, as I mentioned. And like anyone that actually knows me would actually know that the passion that I have for photography, and I just feel like amongst other reasons, it's basically just like a click of a shutter button. I mean, like what I can do, it involves more than just clicking a shutter button. It's more like lighting, more positioning, and I mean, like that's what differentiates one good poster from another. And I think that's something I can do, and I feel like it's also, when it comes to social media, I'm also very familiar with various types of social media, like how you can implement them, and I mean, like, how you can diversify, how you can separate yourselves from others. And I feel like photography in general as well. I mean, like that is just such a broad way, and I mean, it's just so important in marketing. And I mean, like this is something I don't think a lot of people out there actually understand. And I mean, like that's one way I feel like I can definitely separate myself from others.
Alright, I'm going to take the next set of questions. Can you please have answers? I can't hold myself anymore. I'm actually so disgusted by one of the members who are running for Housecom tonight. And, it pains me that we are a race that actually prides itself in diversity. And the person who is running for diversity, and the statement in response to the reactions to it, addressed to a president. Now, homosexuals are inflicting pain and insults on Zizi Kopano because she is a Christian. I am a Christian before I am a student. Then you say, hashtag homophobia is overrated. Then you say, to Christians, Unyana Wamatota, Sison.
before she's a leader. What's a good statement? Because my personal capacity is not one word here and there, and I moved because I knew that because I'm going to be a leader. This might then be different. But I think that I'm going to appreciate what I do. In my life, when I said that, he said, and the first time it pains me that I had this message right in front of me. And you know very well that Baxter Hall is a sister to Kopano specifically. Now you went and said to Amir, but this was heard by someone else. I hope you get into house count so you can be with your secret girlfriend, and I hope she becomes head student. So you can just be like Lucy, now you disrespected your head student already. Chasing after. You said that I hope she becomes head student so you can be just like Lucy, chasing after these stupid Baxter girls.
That is the conversation taken directly out of context. These Baxter ladies, some of my friends are these Baxter ladies. What makes you think that I would go so far as to vilify you guys? My best friend from the Tiamo to the Semis to the Snares, I was it's going to take a bit more than baseless rules to face these
for not making the effort to go and speak to the guys who held their portfolio beforehand, this year, or even to the guys who held it the year before us. Now, my question is directed at the treasurer with regards to the way he answered a previous question. Now, firstly, as treasurer, I know the answer. So, that the treasurer is involved in everyone else's portfolios, then how is it that you can disregard a question saying that it's not part of my portfolio? What is it that you think I'm going to be doing this entire year if you become treasurer? Can you answer that?
Thank you, Bruce, for that question. I'd like to begin by saying that HouseCom is a coordinated activity. You know, as like you've got all the different people running these portfolios. They're supposed to give you a breakdown of what the budget is, right? And if they give you a breakdown of that budget, you're then supposed to include it. If planning is not primarily the role of the treasurer. What? Not exactly innovation. Innovation is not exactly the role of the treasurer. It's more of a structural role than anything else.
Alright, we'll take the next 3 questions. Leroy, Votley.
I've got a question for Ron. I'll come to you now, but I want to find out a bit more about everybody else. So can you get up? All the candidates, please stand. I want you to sit down if you've attended a house meeting before. Sit down. If you've attended a house meeting before, sit down. And then I want you to sit down with you. Make an effort to speak to any alumni of HouseCom. Why I say this? My entire HouseCom from 2012 is here. Most of Tapo's HouseCom from 2013 is here. We are here. All of HouseCom from 2014 is still at UCC, which means we're available to assist. I want you to sit down and you made the effort to speak to any HouseCom alumni. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to see the extent to which you guys have been doing. Everyone else can sit down, please stand. Earlier, you were asked a question by Eddie, which, like this notice, you disregarded and say it's got nothing to do with your portfolio, fine, okay, I'll give you that, maybe it's got nothing to do with your portfolio. So I'll ask you something that's got everything to do with Kopano as a resident. And you can't disregard that because you're a part of it. I want you to tell me one Kopano tradition, and if you had asked House Council, they would have told you the answer to this question, which is most effective in unifying the Red Road. And I want you to tell me one Kopano tradition which you feel, as a leader, I'll assume you're opinionated, one Kopano tradition which you feel is the most divisive to the Red, and that you think we should do without.
Any other executive position? Treasurer? Okay, I'll pick someone at
Academics.
Pick one.
Academics. What question this one? Mine was kind of.
Okay, I'm sure students of DCT, everybody knows that 2015 has been the year of the student voice being heard. Whether it's cultural transformation, racial transformation, sexual transformation. And speaking to a few leaders at DCT, I've just learned the trend, and a lot of them have been put under pressure to take on the opinion of whoever feels their voice should be heard, taking it to UCT management, taking it to the students, whether it's the LGBT community saying you must fight for gay rights, or other students saying you must fight for those who must fall. So I want to know, as you as a Kopano leader, hopefully you make it next year, how will you handle a situation where something similar to this year happens next year, where a group stands up, they want their voice to be heard, and they want you to stand for them. And this thing that they stand for is against your beliefs, it's against what you've grown up believing, what you've been taught, it's fundamental to who you are. For instance, I'll make an example, not saying it's their own opinion. For instance, a transgender woman
feeling like she's a man and she wants to come and stay in Kopano. I mean, that's against conventional beliefs, but it's her right to believe what she wants to believe, it's the place she wants to be. So I don't know how you as a leader will balance this, standing for people versus being a leader, standing for Kopano, standing for yourself.
I strongly believe that there are strong people and that there are weak people. And that those weak people aren't necessarily people that have not stood for something. Those weak people are people that have stood for something but don't truly believe it. I feel that a strong person is a person that can wholeheartedly put themselves into the shoes of somebody else. And I wholeheartedly believe that if you can't do that, if it goes against your very morals, then you're doing the very people you're trying to serve, you're doing them a disservice. And as a leader, you don't want to do your people a disservice. And so I would say that, if anything, by me trying to perceive myself as a leader and step into a position that I'm not comfortable in, I'm not demonstrating that I'm a good leader, I'm demonstrating that I'm a weak leader. And I strongly believe in the House of Kopano, I strongly believe in the House Congress of Kopano. And I strongly believe that together, we can solve problems together. And that when a brother is in trouble, ultimately another brother will be there to help him out. And so, in answer to your question, nobody likes being a weak leader. And so as a strong leader, I'd rather seek somebody who's better suited, because they'll do that opinion more of a service. Thank you.
We'll take the representation of the questions from the side. Anyone? Sanele, Robert, and Casey.
Now, I wrote up to the dining hall and I find a picture of some dude in America. Now, how did you get the right to put your picture on your card? And who did you ask to put your picture on your card?
Thank you for that question. But first, I think I have to explain to you the portfolio that I'm running for. I'm running for brand and marketing. If I can define to you what brand means, it means that I took it from a business deal. It says, it's your promise to your consumer. It tells them what they can expect from your product or service. It also announces what makes you different. So what I was promising with that is that you can plan to expect new marketing, breaking the barriers of marketing, getting Kopano out there so that everyone can notice. Just like you notice that picture on your local. So I spoke to the C3 manager and she gave me permission to that.
Casey. This is the hour of lunch. My question goes to Tato. Mr. Summers, I want you to be my witness. You spoke about how being a leader with self-confidence, bringing the fire into the body, and uniting the house, right? So, on Friday, campus, I had you say, I'm not a gobsmack. Showing off your chest in front of ladies. Now I want to know why you should vote for you if you don't consider yourself as a gobsmack.
Could you please explain the context under which I said that? I'm not asking Matthew Saunders, I'm asking you. Seeing as how you refuse to see my point of view, I'll just have to deny that because that's not how it works out.
Alright, we'll take the next round of questions. Anyone from the back? Anyone from the back? Anyone from the side?
As you can see, his poster is him and two other people, two white people. Now, in a residence where you're supposed to be running for all demographics, are you saying it's only Are you saying that only white people can be academics? Or are you saying that you are just a leader for white people? I don't see myself represented there.
The only reason those people are there is for the association of the name. Okay? Okay,
sorry, but you are being very narrow-minded. I'm sorry to say. I'm really sorry to say. But
Alright. We'll take the next round of questions. Monsoon, Mandile, and Romelli. You ask the question, Monsoon.
My question goes to Emmanuel. It has been brought to my attention that you are running for marketing, but this is your poster. Now, as marketing, you will be publishing all information about the market, posters, flyers, etc. However, what happened then? We are going to look at it now.
Did you hear the question?
So sorry, my boy.
Thank you for the question. Now, I'm sure that, like Monsoon, many of you saw my poster the first time and you're like, this is a terrible poster. This guy's running for marketing. Is he serious? I mean, you've been thinking about this poster since the first time you saw it.
Please run up and press on them. Good. Okay, Stewart, as I was looking at your poster, I noticed something at the bottom which really caught my eye. It says, if you run it up there, you see, it says, vote for me, because if you don't, you'll be stupid not to. Now, tell us, how do we vote for you when we know you are capable of calling us stupid as a house?
Please repeat your question.
Okay, right. Your motto is unifying diversity, right? Last year, as I was walking through the reception area, you and a bunch of your friends
just you while you with your friends. You stopped me and you said, thanks, you have nice earrings. I was like, thanks, bro. You're like, yeah, it makes you look more fucking gay.
Saying that I was there. I was not there. I don't remember doing that. I've never said that.
You haven't done anything for the house. And as we know that Leroy asked that the woman has attended the
details of certain portfolios that are in house fund. 3.3.18 says that any other portfolio can be created.
coming into the house. You know, this brotherhood, this Kopano, we all brothers, we learning from one another, right? So my brother here, Mila so we normally bring us during exams and say, listen, we don't want guys making noise or corridors. Because we pride ourselves in our studies, we want to make sure that so it came to a point where guys, after having meals, they sat outside and play soccer. So I went up to them and I was like, my brother, you making noise, people are studying. And he came to me and he like, oh, but it's during the day, we're not making noise. And he came off as very disrespectful because people outside here, the green block study, they keep it during the day. So my question to you is, as you're running for next student, are you only planning on respecting Kopano guys at night and not during the day?
I respect people at all times. We ask people who know me, they know that I respect and fear. So I don't understand what you say when you say I don't respect you in the day, I respect you in the night. If anyone said I'm difficult and any time you raise your hand, if you say I'm difficult, it's just one time. One time.
My question is for Steve, like before. Steve, yeah. As you know, Carl has had a strong feeling about rugby, football, hockey, basketball, which we all support. But I want to know, as sports rep, how are you going to encourage and support the boys more than the minor sports, such as tennis, squash, and gymnastics? And cricket, for the same.
within the other ends. The other ends would need to agree to this, obviously, and if this could be developed, it would be a brilliant opportunity to help these sports and give more people opportunity to participate.
With the support of the whole academic rep, Chris Sterling, I will be able to make you guys sure promises about what I will bring to the house. So now, I don't want to make it seem too much.
Alright, gents, we'll take the last 3 rounds of questions, and then we will give them a last 30 seconds to motivate us on why we should vote. Alright, Bernard.
Firstly, can you please bring up Wille was supposed to vote? Wille, please vote.
candidate, I was sort of posing there in like jeans and hoodie, and I was like, vote for me. But it gave me that sense of solid, like a solid constant. So I'm sorry if you're offended that you think that I'm a fraudster, but I can honestly say you look me, I'm not a fraudster. So I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I didn't mean to betray you.
Alright, so this is the last question. Our head student candidates have had a hard time, allegations being made about them, apparently they were lies. So for the both of you, if these accusations that you guys are being alleged to have said and all of that sort of stuff, why does it happen that only the two of you have, because I could also go on about things that you guys have both said. Why is it that there are allegations about you guys, and what does that say about yourself as a leader? Because with every sort of lie, there's a truth in it. So please, convince us.
I'm not even going to lie. Those of you that know me as that guy who does what? Makes jokes every second minute. And if you are going to take a joke out of context, I do not mean to offend anyone. I make jokes all the time. That is the kind of person that I am. But I can say this in assertion, that I did not say what I said in malice. I was making a joke and it was simply taken out of context.
It's very sad that our congregation doesn't have a process where we make fun of leaders and we suppose the process always screams miracle, it was not. The process when we find we're going to take our house somewhere, it's not going to take our house somewhere. So what I found today is that someone who has never even spoken to comes up to me and says, I called them fucking gays. People who know me know that I don't swear. I try not to. So someone who comes up to me saying I said that, no, I don't remember saying that. I've never ever said that. Why they say that I don't give up those allegations? I feel it's for the God, not for the God and God makes fun. That's very sad.
Alright. I'd just like to thank everyone for coming again to the Kopano Interrogations 2016 Part 1. Please come again tomorrow night as we face our 13 candidates again. Thank you.
Worse than I expected. Like, we really would be for the best in our house. All about hashtag deny everything.
This poster just came out, be honest. Hey, this guy, you see, that poster just came out. Why must I vote for you? Why must I vote for you?
Undertaker, dead man walking. What are your comments? Undertaker, dead man walking. Straight fire.
You just can't be prepared for it. You just can't.